Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome to Rahman Digital Production. This is lecture number 48 of mathematics. We have started yesterday the concept and basic introduction of percentages. Today we are going to start exercise 8A, which is on page number 192 of your book. So we are starting the very basic concept and gradually it will go towards the higher concept. So 28%. First of all, it is exercise 8A and question number 1. The question number 1 is saying express each of the following percentages as a fraction. Fraction means that you have to write it in the P over Q form. So I told you, if you remember yesterday, that 28 and this per and then cent. This is equal to this area is equal. If you want to remove percentage symbol, then you have to introduce this per and 100 here. So it can be divided by 4, so it will be 25, and 7 is divided by 25 is the answer of this case. Now the second one is 158 and you have to write percent. The only thing you have to do after that if any fraction is cuttable or not. So 2 sevens are and 2 nines are and 2 50s are. It is further divisible. So 79, that was not divisible by 25. So we not further simplified it. But 79 is divisible by, so you have to write it 50 and then 9 20. So the answer of this will be 1 whole 29 over 50. You are writing it as a fraction. In turn, we can call it mixed fraction. Okay, 12.4. That is equal to 12.4%. Ladies and gentlemen, I can write, to remove this decimal, we have to introduce 10 here. So 10 when multiplied with 100, it will become 1000. So this fraction without the decimal can be written as 124 divided by 1000. This 0 is for this and this 0 is for this and this 0 is, and wherever 1 is occurring you have to put the decimal. So 1.24, but when it is, you don't have to write it in the decimal form, you have to write it in the fraction form. So 124, that can be divisible by 260 and 2 500. Again it is divided 2 3 and 2 1, and this is 250. So the answer of this question is 31 divided by 250. 31 divided by 250. Now the final part, first you have to remove the mixed fraction, so it will be equal to 33 over 5%. And this percent can be written as divide by 100. When you want to remove this percent symbol, you have to introduce per, which means division, and 100. Now this can be written as 33.5. This symbol will be replaced by multiply, and that will be 1 over 100. So we can write this as 33 divided by 500. Now 33 is not divisible by 500 because the numerator is smaller than the denominator, so we have to leave it as it is. Now the second question is saying that express each of the following percentages as the express all of the percentages as what. You have to write it in the uh, decimal form. Yes. So now you have to introduce the decimal form. So this can be written as 4 over 100. Yes, it is. Percent means divide by 100. 4 in 100. It means 4 in 100. 4 in 100. Now, the simplest way is this 0 is, and there is no 0, so you have to write a 0 and 1. So it means that it will be 0.04 in decimal form. Now 633 divide by 100. 633 divide by 100. So it means that this 0 will be for this 3 and this 0 will be for 3, and then you have to put a decimal for 1 wherever the 1 is occurring. And gentlemen, this is only working when it is 100, 10,000, 10,000, not any other value. So it means that this will be equal to 6.33. Next one is the 0.02. 0.02 divide by 100. Ladies and gentlemen, we can write it 0. It is 0.02. Yes, it is 0.02. So let me write it 1 over 100 into 0.02, and to remove this decimal we have to introduce this 100 for decimal 1 and for 2-digit 0. So it means that we can write 0.02 divided by 4 zeros, 10,000. So it means that this 0 will be for this digit, this 0 and 2 0 will be there, and then 1. So it means that it will be equal to 0.00 uh, 0.002. 0.0002. Yes, it is correct. Next is 33 whole 2 over 3. So it will be equal to 99 and 101 divided by 3%. Ladies and gentlemen, we can write this 100 divided by 3 per and cent, and Next, we can write 101 divided by 3. This will be changed with multiplication, and we will have to take the reciprocal of next figure. So in this case, we can write 101 divided by 300. And when we divide it, we will get 0.337. 0.337, which is the decimal form. Now that was the whole story about the question number 2. Now question number 3 is saying express each of the following fraction as a percentage. Now the first one is you have to introduce the percentage. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention. I'm going to tell you a very important technique. If you want to introduce percentage, then you have to write 3 multiplied by 100%. You have to write this 100%. What does it mean? It means 100% is equal to 100%. Again, it is cutting with each other. So we will get the original value. So we not did uh, anything wrong mathematically. So when percent is introduced 100, you cannot write alone 100. You cannot write alone from your own side percentage symbol. So now 5 ones are and 5 20s are and 3. So it means that will be, see, what does it mean? It means that if somebody is getting 3 marks out of 5, I'm generalizing it. So his or her marks percentage is 60%. Now if somebody is taking 9 out of 10, so 9 out of 10 multiplied by 100%. You have to introduce this technique both combinedly. So 10 ones are 10 and 10 tens are, so 90% marks he or she is getting. If somebody is getting 6 marks out of 125, so we have to write this, and then we have to write percentage with the 100 alone. You cannot write these percentages from this. Now both are divisible by 25. So 25 fives are and 25 fours are. So it means that it will be 24 divided by 5%. And when we divide, so it will be equal to 4 whole. And let me check the uh, answer I calculated earlier, and that will be equal to 4.8 percent. You have to write. If you are writing only 4.8, then it means that you are wrong, because here is a percent and you introduce percent with the 100, and that 100 is cuttable. So after simplification we are getting 4.8. Now 6.5, confusion, and that is, can anybody get 6 out of 5? It is not only the marks case. It may be that, okay, let us elaborate it in the form of marks. 5 marks, but 1 extra marks for clean writing is given. 5 of out of 5 means 100. 6 will be what? So we are writing 6 5 multiplied by 100%. Again, you cannot introduce only percent. 100 and percent is the correct. 5 ones are and 5 20s are. So it means that 120%. that may be generalized to the increase in the prices of commodities. So might be this is 120% increase inside the prices of commodities or oil or gas or anything else. So this doesn't mean always marks. You can find the percentages increase or percentage decrease. So keep in mind that numerator can be greater than the denominator in the percentage. Here we are doing 12 divided by 25 into 100%. 25 ones are and 25 fours are, so it means 48%. Now, this is 31 divided by 25 multiplied by 100%. So, it can be written as 35 divided by 25, and we can write it as the when we can cut this 25 ones are and 25 fours are, so it means that for ones are 4, for threes are 12, 4 ones are 4 and 4 threes are 12. So we are having 124. This 25 is cancelled, so you don't have to write. This is 124. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are writing only 124 and not writing percentage, the CIE can cut your mark. So be careful in these things. Okay, now question number 4 is saying that express each of the following decimal as a percentage. You got this value from this. Now you have to write this value in this form. So convert it to 75 means 0.78, and you first have to remove this uh, decimal, so it is percentage, and here we are writing 78 per removing this, and then 100%. Here it will be 100%. If you are not writing 100% only as I wrote percent, then that was wrong. This will be cutted with this, and as a result we will get 78%. 0.78 means 78%. Now the B part is saying 0.2, so we have to introduce 25% and 100%. So this and that is equal to 25% is the answer. Now 0.0, first we have to remove this, and it will be 7 divided by 100 multiplied by 100%. So this will be cancelled with this one, and as a result we will get only 7%. And in case of D, we have to write 0.095, so we will write 95 divided by 1000 multiplied by 100%. So these two will be cancelled with this one, and this 10 when divided on this, it will give you 9.5%. So 0.07 when they are calculated, it will give you, now it is where I did the mistake. That is the D part, and D part is a 9. No, correct answer. So 1.3 means 135 divided by 100 multiplied by 100%. This 100 will be cancelled with this, and we will get 135% as the result. Okay, the next one is 2.6. So I can write 26 divided by 10 multiplied by 100%. 10 ones are 10, 10, 10. So it means that the value of this is 260%. 2.6 means 260%. Now question number 5. And we are now coming to the mainstream. Find the value of each of the following. 50% of $70. It means that you have to write 50% of means multiplication of 70. So 1 0 will be cancelled with this, and 1 0 will be cancelled with this, and that will be $35. Remember, 50% means half. So half of the 70 is $35, and that is absolutely correct. Now in second case, we have to find 80% of mean multiplication of 4.5. Now this will be cancelled with this one, and to remove this uh, decimal, we are introducing 10. So it means that 45 divided by 100. 45 divided by 100, and that is equal to uh, when we multiply this, 80% of 4.5 meter uh, is equal to 3.6. We are not going to make it complicated, because this will be complicated. 80% of 4.5 is equal to 3.6 meter. You can do that on the calculator. Next question is saying there are 20 boys and 18 girls in a class. 20 boys, and find the percentage of boys. So first we have to find the total number of students. The total number of students. 20 and how many? 20 and 18. Yes, 20 plus 18, and that is 38. Now, percentage of boys is equal to, how many boys were there? 20. In how many? 38. And we have to introduce 100%. So when we calculate this, and I calculated it in advance, that will be equal to 52 whole 52 whole 12 over 19%. So it means a little bit greater than the 52. Now second part is saying percentage of girls, and they are 18 divided by total and 100%. That comes out to be 47 whole and 7 over 19. 7 over 19%. Ladies and gentlemen, when you add these two values, it must be equal to 100. If it is not, then your answer is not correct, because both are in 100. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to question number 7. There are 120 cars in a multi-story car park. Given that 30% of them are blue, find the number of cars which are not blue. There are two methods of it. One is the simple one, and the second one is a bit difficult. First of all, we have to write total number of cars, that are 120. Total number of cars is equal to 120. Okay, blue cars percentage is equal to 30%. So 30% of 120. That 0 and this 0 will be cancelled. 36 cars will be blue, and non-blue cars is equal to 100 minus 36. That way, 120 minus 36, and that comes out to be the answer, and that is 84. That is 84. Now this was the first method. Now the second method is easier one. If 30% are blue, so how many percentage is remaining? 70%. 70% will be non-blue. So you have to find 70% of 100 and 120. So this 0, and again it will be equal to 84. So both matters. This is easier. First we have to find the 30%. That is a longer method. And whatever result we are getting, we have to subtract that from 120. Now, ladies and gentlemen, question number 8. Junwei and Lexon. These are the two people involved in this question. Junwei is a bus driver who earns $1,600 per month, while Lexon is a manager who earns 6,800 uh, per month. In 2012, Junwei donated a total of 1,200, and to a charitable organization, while Lexon donated a total of 4,500 to charitable organization. Who donated higher percentage of his or her annual income? That is the per month income. So first we have to find Junwei donation, and that is totally 1600. So in we have to multiply this 1600 by 12. 1200 divide by 12 multiplied by 1600 into 100%. First we have to find in 100%. So these two zeros will be cancelled with this one, and when we get the result, that will be 6.25%. 6.25%. Now let us come to the lesson. Her donation is also in 12 months. So 4,500 divide by 12 into 6,800. Now again these two zeros will be cancelled with this one, and when we calculate it, it will be equal to 5 whole 35 over 68. 35 over 68%. So Junwei donated a higher percentage. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. Tomorrow we will come with the new ideas and concept and energy. Those were the basic level question. Tomorrow we will do the intermediate level question. Thank you very much for watching. Allah Hafiz.